friends, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Get Spooky. I'm Vamp.
I'm AJ.
And I'm Yvette, also known as Backstitch Bruja. Ding!
So we have a special guest today. We are also on location. If you notice, our set looks a little different. We are at a haunted mansion-themed Airbnb in Fullerton, California. So first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
Are you excited?
Yes.
We're excited to have you.
Thank you for having me.
Ready to
Long time
talk
listener, first time
Speaker,
first
guester.
time
guester.
Yes. So first question, just to kind of get into things, how would you rate your interest in all things spooky? Like on a
what's
scale
your
of 1 to
spooky
10?
Scale?
My spooky scale.
Yes. Give yourself a rating.
Like from 1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Maybe like a 8, just because I
I
don't
was
want
going to say why. I was like, I feel like it would
I
have been
was
like an
expecting
11.
like 11,
Yeah.
12,
No,
13.
because I don't want to see a ghost. I don't want to see a demon. I don't want to get possessed. Like
You want to be touched by a ghost?
Nope. No.
Wait,
don't.
why? I
Because-
feel like that's shocking to me.
No. Just like de
Tell me
lejos,
more.
you know? Like just nomás los quiero ver and okay, bye. And ya
Just stay over there?
Just nos vamos. We'll just leave after that.
But
Like,
wait,
that's
why?
Okay. Girl, that's scary. You never seen a movie like this. I'm not trying to get possessed or nothing. So like I would say like if you're like, oh yeah, you know, like possess me demon or whatever, like you're like, oh, you're like a scary bitch. Like you're a 10.
You don't want to crab walk down the stairs backwards
No?
and then urinate in front of all your mom's party guests?
No.
Pea soup, vomit everywhere? No. I mean, that's fair because I also, you probably know this from listening and watching previous ones. I do not want to be possessed, so I am on team no possession. But I do want to see a ghost. I do want to see an alien. I do want to see like all the other creepy things.
No, I believe I don't need to see it. It's like $1 million. I never seen it, but I know it. I know it's there. Somebody has it.
Okay, but what is it? Why do you believe? What makes you a believer?
Of the spooky stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Why do
You
I
just know. You
believe?
just know that it.
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of ignorant if you don't believe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you mean? You think we just die and that's it? We're worm food? Like, no, there has to be something else, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think so, but
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of people that don't feel that. I think there's a lot of people that do believe we're just worm food.
Oh,
and
good for them.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
So you're on our team. You just don't want. You want to like observe from afar or from like like an arm's length. You're cool if you're over there, but
TV screen.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
over
Well,
here.
because I've had a few like ghost interactions and stuff, and it's too scary, you know, like more spooky. Like Hocus Pocus, that's my jam.
like fun, spooky. Like we're gonna laugh about it.
you like dark
Casper.
comedies, not just straight dark horror.
Yeah. Like I'll watch horror and gore and all that stuff. It's cute, but like, you know,
Not for
not
reals.
my
Not for
house. You
realsies.
can stay over there.
So we'll get into your stories later, but can you tell us your very first horror movie, if you remember, and how
yeah.
old you were?
Oh yeah, I was like 9
Okay.
or something, and way too young to be watching. And I saw Scream, and that shit fucked me up. And I was so happy about it. And Billy Loomis was my daddy. Like from there on out, I said, "Sí, señor."
Sí, señor.
señor.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you
guys
want.
sign up.
Slay me, kill me. Yeah.
9-year-old you.
Yeah.
I just imagine, like, I know your hair was probably not dyed red
No,
when
I
you
was
were
a
9.
little chunty baby. I was super dark with the Dora bang.
Oh, I
my
just
God.
imagine
Yeah.
Were we twins or what?
like
Yeah.
mini me version of you, 9 years old with the red hair and the red lipstick, like with the knife,
No,
butcher
that was
knife running around
once
the
the
house.
movie ended. That's when she transformed.
Yeah,
to
it
that,
was
and then
instant.
instant, like red hair, red lipstick, everything.
So you were 9 years old, Scream, and then like after that you were just
Sold.
This is
like,
for me.
forever.
Well, my dad always showed us all the horror movies, Chucky, Leprechaun, Leatherface. Like, we're way too little to
You know,
be
like
watching
normal
that
9-year-old
stuff.
movies.
Well, this was también like back in the day when we had the video store and
Yeah.
it was just
Yep,
around
you
the
go
corner.
into the Blockbuster
so
or
we would
something,
go,
yeah.
no, girl, que Blockbuster ni que nada. It was like
It was like it was the
Mr.
family
Chang.
owned.
Oh,
Video
family owned
store,
one?
family
Oh, I'm sorry.
video. No,
Rich.
Blockbuster was not a thing.
That came much later.
It did, right?
Or no, I think it probably was around,
or
but
maybe in our neighborhood.
the best ones were those kind of video stores because you would find random gems that you wouldn't necessarily find at the major, the warehouse or the Blockbuster or anything like that.
Yeah, so every Friday my dad would take us and me, Ruby, and Esmeralda, we'd all pick a movie. And of course my dad would always pick like horror or action or something like that. And we'd be like, can we watch Cinderella again? And he's just like, no.
No, you're
This
not.
is like Cinderella, but it's a little different. Let's just see it.
Funny enough, Ruby always wanted to rent Pretty Woman. So that's kind of like Cinderella. But also
Kind of.
we're like in elementary school. Like, why were we watching Pretty Woman?
Also, yeah, the context. But I feel like all of us can relate. We were all kids watching things that were completely inappropriate. I'm like, what the hell were our parents thinking? But most of the time we were doing it like at our friends' houses or at your cousin or your grandma's house when nobody was really like, oh, just go play. And we were watching scary movies that we should not have been watching.
Not in my house. My dad ain't fuck. My mom either. She said, esa está bonita.
You're like, but mom, they're killing them. No, it's fine.
Well,
it's fine.
my mom loves like a good final girl movie. Like she hates those movies where she's just like, and just like, you know, falling on the floor and stuff.
Yeah.
She'll be like, get up, like run away, stab him back. Like,
what's wrong with you?
Yeah. So she loves Halloween, 1978 and Scream because she's like, oh, these are some bad bitches.
Yeah. Taking care of business.
Yeah. So she saw it more as like, look, you can be strong like
empowering.
These characters.
Yeah.
Like, definitely.
Which is a good twist on how to look at it. Not like, I think back and I'm like, oh wow, that was a lot of murder and a lot of gore and a lot of things that an 8 or 9-year-old probably shouldn't have been watching. But I feel like because I was watching it, I like didn't grow up faster, but I knew it was up. I don't know. I feel like it taught me something in the long run. Now looking back at it, do I think that maybe if I had an 8-year-old, I'd be like, hey, you should watch this Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
I mean, you still
I say
learn
no
stuff.
now.
That a lot of horror movies have like the...
Cameron's like, yes, they would be. If we ever have children, like Cameron's going to show them. I'm just going to have to walk out of the room and be like, Dad's got it. Because he's going to just show them everything that they should not be watching
what
at that
did
age.
Cher say in Clueless? Well, if you take violence out of the news or whatever.
Yeah,
what
like,
say?
you know,
there's still
it's
violence
still
on the
violence
news.
on the
Oh,
TV.
that's true.
It's
true.
If
everywhere.
you shelter them from like horror movies.
And at least like horror movies, it's like controlled and like usually like not every horror movie, but lots of horror movies have like higher messages in them that like
And empowering characters.
Yeah, and I think that as long as there's people that are saying like, this is not a movie to live by. Like, if someone makes you mad, don't stab them with a kitchen knife. Probably don't do that. But as long as you're teaching them that, hey, this is a movie, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. So, good parenting. Show your kids horror movies.
Your kids horror movies. But
You heard it here first.
but it sounds like Halloween and horror was very big in your house. Do you have any like fun Halloween memories from being a child?
Oh yeah, because Halloween was not popular when we were kids. Like we didn't have Spirit Halloween. We weren't,
I know, right?
Code Orange or none of that.
You had to make that shit if you wanted it.
Yeah, like my parents, my mom worked in a sweatshop, and then my dad, he worked at LAX airport. So their type of jobs, they weren't never really around during Christmas time because of the type of
a busy
work
time,
they
yeah.
did.
Those are very busy.
So Halloween was the time where they would take us to hay rides and they would take us to corn mazes and whatever spooky thing they can take us to, we'd rent more Halloween movies. My dad made all our like
props and decorations
props
and stuff?
and decor because there wasn't really anything to make, so we would all help him. And then my sisters and I have always been plus size, and my mom would take us to Party City, and unbeknownst to her, she kind of like didn't want us to have any body image issues because nothing could fit us, or like, and everything back then was Velcro anyways, but it wouldn't even close. So it was an experience to go get our costumes custom made and have them look nicer than some cheap costume store, you know. So Halloween was definitely like,
It was a thing.
it was a thing at
that
our
I'm sure you
house.
guys looked forward to.
Oh, for sure.
Favorite costumes? Do you remember?
I always wanted to be like a zombie or a devil or something scary. And my dad was like, no, en esta casa no. And I was just like, okay, so what can I be? And they're just like, any princess you want. And I said, that's fucked up. I want to be a zombie.
I don't want to be a
Something
princess.
scary, a werewolf or something. So yeah, I was just always like Disney princess stuff, which is fine because we were Disney kids too, and I'm a Disney adult, so it's fine. It's fine.
But in your ideal world, would you have been like Cinderella, zombified Cinderella with like blood and guts and stuff.
Funny enough, I used to do a lot of like special effects makeup, and I did do like this,
which
like,
I discovered recently. We're gonna have to show some photos in this video because you did some really cool shit, like really cool.
Yeah, I did this like pumpkin taking over Cinderella and like this zombie kind of Aurora, and just like try to mix the two.
Yeah.
So in your ideal world, that would have been it, but
yeah.
until adulthood, you couldn't really accomplish that.
Yeah, but now I'm like telling Jose, because our costume this year is Jay and Silent Bob. I'm like, do you want to dress up like Jay and Silent Bob? He's like,
That's funny. Cameron and I were recently talking about, we were listening to the Blues Brothers soundtrack, and every year we always say, if we ever like do like a Halloween party or something, we're going to be the Blues Brothers and we're going to practice the songs and we're going to like sing the songs. Yeah. And then Halloween comes around and we're like, what are we doing? And he puts on the Reaper costume, I put on my witch hat, and we hand out candy. And I'm like, we don't ever go anywhere on Halloween because by that time we're all so exhausted from all of the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe sometime soon, Blues Brothers will happen. You, Jay and Silent Bob, and the Blues Brothers. What are you not going to be?
Well, that's funny because like you guys have that covered, and Matt and I are always like, well, Wayne's World is always one that we could possibly do.
That's a great.
Like we would have all of our bases covered.
Yeah, that's great. We have to find something to do where we get to be all of those characters together. Okay, so you talked about being afraid when you were younger, but do you remember your first memory of like actual fear? Like were terrified as a kid?
Do you want me to say the alien story?
You tell me whatever that moment was.
I think that was it. Yeah. So obviously we were way too young to be watching these horror movies and stuff, and even like E.T. to me was scary. So like it wasn't.
E.T. was scary.
Okay.
No, it was scary. I remember, and I was like,
should I admit this?
No, it was scary.
Yeah, we watched E.T. and I just thought that was so scary. His like weird like little refrigerator body was like, what is that? Which is weird because like you end up growing older into E.T. Like we all like, you know, we
get that chest. Yeah.
Like la chichi se cuelga and just like the panza se cuelga and you just turn into E.T.
I just can't refrigerator body. We're all going to turn into E.T. at some point.
E.T.'s with wigs. E.T. and drag. That's going to be us one day.
Oh, we're going to look back.
Like when he's like in the wig and stuff, I'm like he looks like a señora, you know, you're just like,
Can we revisit this moment in like 50 years, all sitting on this couch?
Remember when I told you we turned
with our wrinkles? Oh, man.
So anyways, now when I was a kid, he was fucking terrifying. The movie scared me. And yeah, so it was literally like the next night or maybe 2 nights later, I just hear like a crackhead in our backyard. It was just like
we've established that the crackhead sounds like this.
Yes.
I don't know if you can hear this.
Yeah, it's just like
that's how they sound.
And I see flashlights just like going everywhere. And you know how like they look for ET?
Yeah.
Flashlights.
The
so
key guy,
like,
yeah.
And I can't remember how old I was. I was little. And I was like, I jumped out of bed. I ran down the hallway. I'm like banging on the door of my parents' room. I'm like, there's aliens in the backyard. And then my dad opens the door. He like grabs both my arms. He's all like, if you're going to keep acting like this, I'm not going to be showing you any more movies. And my mom's like, no, wait, she's not lying. There is somebody in the backyard.
So not even like maybe I should check.
No, he was like,
he's like, you woke me up.
How dare you? Like, how dare you with your pendejadas? I was like, no. And I was just like I didn't know what to say, you know, because you're like scared but getting scolded. So you're just like, and then my mom's like, no. There's somebody back there. And it's the cops. They were looking for some guy that was a crackhead. Like, it wasn't just me being like, hey, crackheads, like, just, you know, talking shit about crackheads.
At one point, there was someone
that was on drugs, and he went in our backyard, and they were looking for him, and this and that. And then, yeah, I remember being, like, terrified out of my mind. Like, but I'm sure it was also because of all the horror movies.
I mean, yeah, the two together, because as a kid, you don't know, you know, your mind comes up with like what it could be. And if you have those images of horror movies and stuff, it just fills in the blanks.
I mean, as an adult too, I'm like, who hurt your feelings? I was like, me overthinking.
Well, and as a kid, after seeing something like E.T., where you've never seen anything like that, you're a little bit traumatized. And then you see something in the backyard, it's dark. You can't, I mean, in your eyes, you probably legitimately projected that's E.T.
Like I don't remember being as scared as that moment. Just being
like your entire life.
I mean, I missed my flight to Japan once, and I thought Jose was gonna kick my ass, but like that's a different kind of scary.
Yeah. That's not like your life is in danger. I might be abducted.
I was gonna be abducted and probed,
and probed.
Come on.
I mean, it's fun now, but not when you're a kid.
Not when you're a child. That's the
you're like, that sounds scary.
So on that note of. You said probes.
Where are we going after probing?
The
chicken dinner.
Chicken dinner, girl.
I'm so hungry. But before we get to dinner, probing and aliens, if the alien ship landed outside of this awesome Airbnb right now and said, hey, let's go, what would you say?
Are you saying like, yeah, let's go? Are you running the other way?
Like I'd open the door and be like, nope. And then just close the door.
Really? You wouldn't even hear them out? What if they're like, no, hold on,
What do they look like? They're sexy?
Yes, they're sexy aliens. They're sexy. And they have a very nice looking vehicle ship that is going to go take you somewhere. But you don't.
I'll go if you go.
Oh, okay. I'll go if AJ goes.
What about me?
I'm like a group thing.
Oh, Matt knows this.
Matt's not going?
Matt's not going?
Cameron, you going?
Cam's going.
Cameron's going. I'm going.
He's like, maybe the probing will fix my stomach issues.
Okay, listen.
Like a
everyone is always...
Clear me out, girl!
Everyone is always so concerned about the probing, which is...
It's fine.
But, no.
It's nice.
We're learning new things.
Usually that's service you have to pay for.
But also, what if we could learn something about... What if the aliens could help us with things?
Oh, for sure.
You know, they know stuff.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I'm down. I feel like
Should be right there asking questions.
Yes.
So.
I feel like we've established in the past that we are totally in. We're like, yes, sign me up. But we just have to set some ground rules. Because like...
So what are your ground rules?
I mean, at first I was like,
What's your safe word?
Initially I was like, I'm good with no probing. So if someone else wants to volunteer, like I'm good.
We said Cam already.
Okay, so Cam's the... unwillingly doesn't
He's
matter.
Totally, and he said 100%. I'm down for everything.
The G-spot is back there for them. It is. It's not even like a joke.
The aliens know what's up.
Oh, for sure.
So okay, so down for alien abduction.
Yeah, she's going.
She's going. Okay.
Bye, Matt.
Bye.
Well, someone has to take care of the pets, so Matt can stay.
So, yeah.
My dogs.
Matt will do it.
Oh, okay.
We'll send him all the
Matt,
addresses and their feeding schedules and all of that.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take care of everything.
Matt's
like, I'm happy they're gone, and I'm.
He's like, they're all gonna leave, and I get peace and quiet.
And dogs.
And dogs.
Yes, everything perfect.
So earlier you mentioned you had some ghosty stories.
Yes.
Yeah, let's get
And
into
I've been
ghost
waiting
territory.
for the ghost. I text her. I was like, listen, this is what's going to happen. You have ghost stories. And I asked you like 6 questions and you just said yes. I was like, I'm assuming that's yes to all of the above. So we're good. So tell us about your ghosts. Ghostesses.
So Jose and I had been renting for like 10 plus years, and we finally have been able to buy a home. We bought an 1887 Victorian, and everything you do to buy a Victorian, you get, I keep calling him Terminator, but it's Exterminator.
We can call him Terminator. That sounds way cooler.
Terminator showed up at your house.
Hell yeah. Come
John
on
Connor.
down. We get the Terminator, the cleaning crew, like inspection, all that stuff. So the first person to meet me at the house after we closed was the Terminator. And he was just like, yeah, your house doesn't have any ghosts. And I was like, cool, bro.
What did I call you here for again?
I thought you were the exterminator, not the ghost hunter.
Because he was like in a Ghostbusters costume también, so I was just kind of like,
did I call the wrong company?
Yeah. Who are you gonna call? The wrong person, I guess.
Apparently. Sorry.
And I was like, cool, and he was just like, yeah, you probably think it's kind of weird because I see ghosts. I was like, I own a Halloween shop, so it's not that weird to me that of course my Terminator is
AKA a ghost hunter.
A ghost hunter, And then he's like, yeah, you don't believe me, huh? Like, I caught a ghost on camera one time. I was like, let's see it. And then he showed me, and yeah, it was like this like white orb that like passed by, and I was like, cool. But again, like de lejos, like if a white orb passed right here, I'm like, I'm out. I'm not finishing this podcast.
But like an orb, like just like a ball of light, or more of like a shape of a...
No, dude, it looked like a señora. Like she was just like...
strolling along?
Yeah. So I was just like, cool. So you ready to bomb my house? Like, we're going to talk about ghosts. And he was said, yeah, but across the street, that Victorian, they got a ghost. And I said, oh, okay. Well, sucks for them.
Yeah,
not
bummer
for me.
But how did he like? He could just feel it. He just knew.
No, he said he saw him. Yeah, he said he saw him. He was just like, yeah, you see that window right there? There's a ghost cowboy right there. I said, oh,
ghost cowboy.
We love ghosts and we love cowboys.
The
So
mix is very great.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
So then I was like, okay, cool. And then, sometimes people tell you stuff and you're like, I don't know if you're full of shit or not. But okay, I'm going to sigo landa. And then my friend George, he sees ghosts too. So he's in our kitchen. He's washing his hands. And he was like, I don't like how that guy's looking at me. I was like, what guy? He's like, the ghost cowboy across the street. I was like, and I didn't tell him.
The Terminator was lying.
I didn't tell him about the Terminator. So I was just like, oh my God, are you guys fucking for real right now? Like, but also cool because he's over there and he's not over here because I'm not trying to be asleep, and then just like, someone's just like,
Ghost
He's
cowboy.
like, howdy, man.
Yeah. Right above you, yeah.
Can I take care of your bugs?
And then Jose's sister Aide, she's washing her hands in the kitchen also, and our kitchen window looks out straight to the Victoria Cross. And she said the same thing. She was like, I don't like how that guy's looking at me. And I was like, what guy? There's a ghost cowboy in that window right there. I was
And
just
Jose
like,
didn't tell them, right?
No,
Like, he didn't let it slip.
Like separate occasions, they all saw the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
But why didn't they they didn't know that it was a ghost, right?
Yeah, and that's what I didn't ask because it's like, I believe you. Like, I'm not going to ask you, like, how do you know it's a ghost and not
Versus
like
an actual
a real
cowboy.
cowboy.
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
he looked like he wasn't like a actual figure, but they specifically knew that he was a ghost.
They all said
They said ghost cowboy. Okay.
And I would say, and I asked them all separately too, what do you mean cowboy? And they're like, he's wearing overalls and like a vaquero hat. And I was just like, oh, okay. And then, all three of them in separate occasions did not tell them about the other person, said he's wearing overalls and a cowboy hat.
And was he scary? Because they all say, I don't like the way that guy
I want to
looked
know
at
what
me.
look he's giving, that they're like, I don't like the way he's looking.
Yeah.
Or
Or is he like scared? Should we go over there? Should we be like, hey,
Does he
ghost
need
cowboy,
help?
do you need help?
Ain't nobody trying to go over there, girl. No.
I want to go over there.
Yeah,
I'm going to
go buy
go
that house.
I'm going to go to that your
funny
kitchen.
enough, they moved in like 2 months before we moved in, the neighbors across the street, and now they're selling their house. And they're saying that it's because they can't keep up with the renovations and they don't have, I think they're lying.
Do you think it's the
I
ghost
think it's the
cowboy
ghost
running them
cowboy.
out?
I think he's a bad dude.
Do you think he's herding them out of the house? 'Cause he's
Also, so you're not, I mean, for me, if the listing was like haunted, I'd be like, yes. Most people don't want that. So I'm sure that
That's
they're not
something
going
that you try to hide.
They're not
for
going to
most
say.
people.
Is that legal?
I don't think. Well, if someone died there, I think you
Death
have to
is-
tell
yeah.
them if someone dies. But I don't think you
But
have to
a
be like, oh,
ghost-
just a heads up, this place is for sure haunted. I
Right.
don't think you need to tell people that.
I think in certain areas, like if you go to like Georgia, on some of the listings, like on the actual sign that's hanging out of the house, will say like haunted, because people
In
sometimes
some
are looking
places,
for
I
that.
feel like it's a selling point.
Right.
See, this is why I'm an 8 and not a 10 because I've seen
Oh.
haunted. I said, ni madre.
No,
not
no.
buying this.
I'm
out.
like, yes, I will buy this house.
So you're a 10.
I'm on the fence because I feel like if it's my vacation house, yes, sign me up. But I also, one really important thing in my life is sleep, and how much I love sleep, uninterrupted, good, solid, like REM sleep. And if I have someone, the crackhead, or if I have the ghost cowboy yeehawing, like I'm going to be really
But
upset.
like, if you live there, maybe you come to an understanding. Like, hey, you keep your yeehawing from like, I don't
No,
know,
not after
like,
7
Yeah,
p.m.
after 7 p.m. and you
Don't
can
even
start
try it.
back
Yeah.
up around lunch because
Yeah. I'm busy.
morning hours. I'm also
tired.
not in the best mood.
yeah.
So
Again,
give me
if-
some time.
So if we have the pre-contract for the ghosts, the pre-contract for the aliens, like 100%. But I would say that I'm still a 10, but I don't necessarily like want it on all the time, which I feel like isn't fair. I can't be like, sorry, ghost, I'm going to buy this house, but you just got to shut up from this time to this time. I don't think it works that
Yeah,
way.
so,
So
you're a 9.5.
maybe 9.5. Yeah. In my mind, it sounds like a great idea. And I feel like, yeah, AJ, come over. Let's go ghost hunting. It'll be so fun. But then when it's like 3 p.m. and I'm like, I need to sleep, we're going to have a
you
problem.
take a sleeping pill. You put your headphones on, your things,
That's like 3 levels of things that I have to do to just, I don't know.
Sometimes you have to do that in your everyday life.
That's true. The housing market in California is already ridiculous. I don't need a ghost to.
Oh, for sure. And they're not going to sell the house. It's way overpriced.
No. Like, and once the people come in and they're like, hey, who's the ghost cowboy
upstairs? This wasn't in the listing. I don't remember this. Then they'll be very upset.
Mm-hmm. Although I am intrigued and I am going to go wash your dishes in the kitchen and stare out that window until I get a yeehaw from that cowboy.
Yeah, you guys got to come. Do you guys see ghosts?
I've had experiences, but I've never seen like a full body like apparition of a ghost.
So I used to be a part of like a ghost group where we would actually go and like ghost hunt at people's houses and stuff, because we were like part of the ghost hunters. Like if you went to ghost hunters and you're like, hey, come see my house, unless it was something like insane, they would pass it off to like the smaller groups like us. So there's most of the time it was people who were crazy, but there was a few places that we went to.
Crackheads.
Probably. I think it was just people who wanted to be on TV.
Yeah.
There's a few places I've never seen anything, but I've been touched and I've like heard stuff.
Oh no. See, I don't want to be touched. Don't.
Did you get touched?
In my side. And that's the thing. So when we would ghost hunt all the time, like, Matt and I would go, obviously we'd ghost hunt together, and he would sit sort of near me, and like every now and then he would just reach over and like, like, hey, I'm here type thing. So it happened. Something like touched me like that. And I thought it was him. And he's like, no, I didn't touch you, which I think brought it up to like a little bit more of a freak out moment. Cause I'm like, is this thing like watching us and like learning how we interact with each other and stuff?
To try to do something that's like subtle enough where you're not going to freak out. Yeah. I mean, that would be.
Or it could have been a coincidence.
Could have been coincidence, but that would be amazing.
Yeah, that was the touching thing. And then it was actually the same place. We were asking questions, and I forgot what the question was, but we heard someone say no down the hallway, and no one else was on the floor that we were on.
No.
Or like no. Yeah. No, they were pretty firm on the no. It wasn't it was a straight up no. And we're like, what? And we went down the hall to.
Yeah, see, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to see that shit. I don't want to get touched. I don't want to that shit. Get away from me. I believe you. I know you're there, dude.
Like, yeah, you're like, I don't need any
over
proof.
There, bro. Yeah, no.
I want to see it all. I want something, and I don't necessarily just want to see it. I want to get like actual solid evidence that is like, you cannot refuse it. Like you see it, that's what it is, or it could be nothing else. Because now with cameras and technology and computers and everything, like everything's faked. Anytime I see something, I'm like, fake,
nope,
fake,
photoshopped,
no, wrong. And I feel like getting something where you actually experience it yourself, if you can get it on camera, that's great. But like to just actually experience something, not seeing someone else's video or not seeing someone else's footage, like you experienced it yourself, you're the only person that knows how that feels. Which on the other side of that, you're also the only person that knows how that feels. So everyone looks at you like you're crazy. So I mean
they look at me like that anyways.
regardless, right? Regardless. But I just think having that experience for yourself, even though like you're saying, yeah, you believe, but like you have no desire just to like see it maybe one time for yourself.
I mean, it kind of,
what if you looked out the window and you saw Ghost Cowboy? Because at least he's not in your house.
That's true. From afar.
No,
too close still?
Well, it's because, so we went to, do you want me to say the Shining story?
You tell us all your ghost stories. I want all the stories. So, everyone wants them all.
What happened was I had a cool door bag that was inspired by this movie, and we went to the hotel in Colorado to go stay there.
And I have a bag. It's glorious.
Oh, thank you. And we went to go and stay at the hotel, and I didn't know it was haunted. And I'm asleep the first night, and I swear I'm not addicted to crackheads. That's just how they sound to me.
Take a drink every time we say the word crackhead.
I'm asleep, and I hear a crackhead on the top floor. And I was so annoyed because I was like, because it was loud, and I was like, oh, hell no. So I went downstairs. And I went to go complain like a Karen. I was like, tell the people upstairs to shut the fuck up. Like, they were running at 3 a.m.
They're running at 3 a.m.
They're doing their exercises.
That's like that's peak crackhead time.
It is.
Like they're really getting their stuff done.
It's ghosty time.
It was 3 a.m. and what's it called? The señora was just like, I forgot it was the 3rd or 4th floor, and let's say it was the 3rd floor, just because. The 3rd floor is closed for renovations right now. Nobody's up there. We have ghosts. And she told me, like, if I was so stupid or something, I was just like,
you idiot.
Yeah. Like, don't you know
where you are?
I literally was like, oh, hell no. So I don't know if the next night, because it was in my head already or because she told me now, but I'm asleep. And I was with 2 other friends, and they're on the other queen bed, and I'm asleep by myself on the other queen bed. And then I just hear
mouth breather.
And I literally, and I was just like, I thought it was them, like, fucking with me. And I was like, can you 2 motherfuckers go back to sleep? And the room's big. The voice from over there was like, what are you talking about? And I was like,
did they know the story? I mean, did you tell them the story, obviously, of the night before with the upstairs?
No, we were all together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they knew that happened.
Yeah. So that's why I thought they were messing with me. I was just like, and I woke up, and I don't know why I did this, but like, I get the covers and I like tuck them under my feet, like no me van a jalar de las piernas. Like I was just like covering my feet.
Because the ghosts are always gonna go for your feet first.
It makes sense all know in my head.
Yes.
Like they're gonna grab my feet
and rip you out from the bed.
Yeah,
obviously.
100. So I was like, not today,
not tonight.
You're not gonna get me. And then that was enough for me. I believe I heard him. I didn't see him, but I heard him.
You heard him, you felt him almost, right? He was breathing on you.
Dude, también, like, it wasn't just, like, the breathing. Like, it felt like somebody was standing, hovering over me.
Yeah, because you can feel, like, if someone is, like, super close to you.
Like, you know, like, in Hey Arnold, when Helga's with that guy that's, like, stalking
the mouth
her.
breather, and she does this.
Yeah, she's like...
You know, you can feel a mouth breather.
You can hear him, and you can, like, feel him. It was very that.
So then what happened? After?
We left. I said, fuck this. We fucking left. I'm not trying to stay here. You know, in the movies where you're just like watching and you're just like, bitch, leave.
Yeah, that's true.
You're yelling at them to leave.
Well, we spent too much money on this house. We're not, this is our house. And fuck you, dude. Leave. Leave. Y'all gonna die. Leave. We left. We bounced.
You knew. You're like, if we stay here one more night, it's just gonna get worse. So, I mean, obviously, for them at the hotel, that was like a very normal thing, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm lying. So then the next day, you reminded me. The next day we went, we shot, and then we left. But as we're going back up to the room, it was just, I'm pretty sure it was the 3rd floor. We go up on the elevator, and we accidentally pushed the button for the 3rd floor, which was the room that the whole floor that was closed for renovations. And instead of our room, you know, with lights and tables and like everything, it was just this pitch black dark room, and then these mattresses like stacked up in a corner that looked like ghosts. So then here's me and my friend just like like just freaking out. Her husband falls over laughing, and we're like pushing the button and then we
like they're coming to get you.
They're coming to
pitch
get me.
black. So we left
naturally.
Yeah, because in the horror movie, that's when like you're trying to close the thing and you see a figure running towards you, like full speed.
You knew. You're like, if we don't get out now, this is where it all ends.
How did she die? She was trying to shoot her bag.
She's just trying to shoot her bag, and then the mattress ghost got her. They got her good.
Man, that mattress ghost.
Oh my goodness. So, any other ghostly encounters or ghostly stories that you can think of?
No, girl, that's enough.
That's it. That's enough for one person.
That's
apparently.
enough for one.
I know. I'm always like, tell me more. But most people in general have no ghost stories.
Good for them. I wish I was them.
Do you though?
Lucky. Yeah, bro, that was scary, man. I wasn't trying to die.
What did you think was gonna happen though?
You know, like in the movies, they come, or like Patrick Swayze going into like
But that was like romantic.
Whoopi Goldberg's body.
You learn ceramics and stuff together.
And there's a nice
very
tender moment.
sensual.
The song and
take my breath away. Come on.
No?
Ni madres, dude. No.
No.
Okay.
No. Well, I mean, those were great ghost stories.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great ones to share. I mean, they made us laugh. And I think that's...
I mean, not in the moment. I was scared.
Yeah, but looking back on it, and to me, I think like the fact that you're able to share them and you're able to laugh at it
and
afterwards.
Yeah,
and you're alive.
You're here telling the tale, and we're all having fun.
Nobody was hurt. You got out just in time before the mattresses got you, or you tripped and like hurt, like
it's because the mattresses look like ghosts, you know.
I mean, I could totally see that.
It was dark.
When we found out that we were going to be able to shoot here, Cameron and I were like, oh, we're going to bring our ghost hunting gear just because like it's spooky. And then we had a moment where we're like, oh, it just because it's a haunted mansion doesn't mean that it's actually haunted by ghosts. Although I would love for it to be haunted by ghosts.
That'd be an additional
right. I wouldn't have told you that though, because I'd been like, no, it's fine. There's no ghosts here.
No ghosts.
Because when we went to see Lizzie Borden's house.
Just so cool.
That. Oh my!
Did you get to stay there, or you just did the day tour?
Nah.
Okay.
I'm not
you didn't sleep on the couch?
Hell nah. Dude, I'm not trying to stay there. But the guy had to go around to open the door from the back for whatever reason, and we're like in the tour group with like, I don't know, 10 other people, and we're just standing there waiting. And he took like a ridiculously long time, and he was saying like, oh, sorry, like I couldn't open the door, like there was something in front of it that wouldn't let me open it. And you know me, like I'm like, haha,
like sure,
yeah. Dude, or whatever. And then we're in the living room, and he had just finished saying, and this is where she killed her dad, or what was the story? Whatever. This is where so and so got murdered, right? As soon as he said that, all the lights started flickering, and me right away like,
he's doing the little clicker in his pocket.
And this fucking señora was just like, oh, something touched me. I was like, she's a paid actor. This is bullshit. I don't believe this. And then my friend had did the tour the day before, and I told her, yeah, it was really cute the way that they had the lady scream and the lights flicker as soon as he said, and this is the couch where he got, stabbed or whatever. And she said, what are you talking about? And I said, oh, and then he couldn't open the door because it was like something was
stuck
or whatever. She's like, what are you talking about? None of that happened on mine. And I was like, girl, what?
Wait, huh?
Like, I was sorry,
what? You're like, let me go back to Yelp and let me change this review.
No, literally, dude, I said, very good. Okay.
Well played.
It's just scary. No, it's just scary. But she did the day tour, and I did the night one. And maybe,
we've done this
sprinkle of spooky at night.
We've done it twice, right? We did it 2 times, but it was both the day tour. And every time we want to go back and stay there, but it's always booked up because every time we were there, it was like summertime, so it was really busy. So when we were thinking about renting the place and going back, so you down?
Yeah. You coming with us?
AJ's in.
I'm there.
Oh, you're going?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'll go.
What I've established in this whole episode is that you don't give a shit if I go. You're like, you, whatever, but as long as AJ's coming.
Well, she calms me down.
Oh, do I stress you out?
Yeah, a little bit.
I stress her out. Well, you guys can share a room. We'll stay in another room. So I guess I could take that as you've never gone ghost hunting.
No.
Yeah, I can 100% say she's never seeked out a ghost.
No, looking for ghosts, bro? No.
But what if you are just like hanging out and you're like, just like,
what is this?
Have a handy cam.
No, where are we going?
We're going ghost hunting.
What is she doing with that handy cam?
She's just gonna be behind the scenes, chilling. She's hanging out.
She's the woman at the computer that's like.
Yeah, you're the tech.
You're telling us, ooh, camera 4 just went out, and then we go.
No, she would leave. She'd be like, camera 4 went out.
Like,
bye.
what's going on? And
the car's gone.
The chair is spinning, and there's just
a dust cloud. Well, there's still time. There's still time to convince you about this whole ghost hunting extravaganza we have planned. That I have planned. One thing that we were supposed to talk about earlier, and I completely forgot. It is spooky season, and you just went to horror nights, and you had that hilarious story.
Oh my god, I was because you were posting Instagram stories, and I'm going through and like, oh, this is fun.
The one where you're like, I thought it was the other way.
Like point of like it's you screaming at the end of the Halloween maze.
Well, because I thought if I have the camera here, or my phone, I can record and see from my point of view.
It's like unobstructive. You're not like,
it's not bright
and annoying.
And it's not like because anytime a phone's up, then it bothers the person behind them, and I try to be
very considerate of you, because a lot of people don't do that. A lot of people don't care.
Maze etiquette. Yeah, we appreciate that.
Raised by animals. But yeah, so I had it acá abajo, and I was recording, so I didn't realize that it was on my face. So I'm like walking through the Halloween maze, thinking I'm getting all the Michael Myers in the house, and it was the one where there was like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 Michael Myers.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
I love that part, because it's like you're
what's
walking,
real. Yeah,
and it's the mirrors, and they're all just kind of standing there. You don't know which ones are mannequins. You don't know which ones are real, and which one's gonna jump out and try to like
get
touch you. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was facing the phone to my face like a pendeja. And yeah, I mean, it was so funny, I posted it though, because it was
so
fine.
good though.
So, yeah,
I showed it to Matt. Matt's like, she has a very good horror movie scream, and I'm like,
you do.
Yeah,
you just played it a second ago too. I was like, damn, girl,
it's very
Sign
good.
me up, Spielberg or whoever.
Spielberg.
Del Toro,
Del Toro,
Guillermo, sign me up.
So what was your top mazes? I know there's probably more than one, because there was a lot of good ones this year.
For sure, the Halloween, the Michael Myers, but La Llorona, not the movie. It's like, but it's because it was La Llorona, because that shit growing up, like, because my family's from Sinaloa, like that. Well, like,
so you grew up with the tail?
Yeah. Or she's Lady in White's gonna come get you. Yeah.
That's so cool. I'm so, like, I didn't get to grow up with that story. I didn't know until, like, recently. And so,
she's like, oh my God, your trauma.
That's so great. Some of that you're walking through that maze, and it has an additional, like, element of, like, scary, because, like, you
grew up with the story. Oh, for sure. Like, you better act right. If not, La Llorona's going to come and snatch you and drown you. Yeah. So the part where the kids were, like, floating, in the water.
Yeah, it's not like she's just going to take you away and you're like, fine, I want to go. I don't want to be here anyway. She's like, no, she's going to drown you. You're going to die.
And that part, the 2 little mannequins or whatever, like, that's part of the story. So, like I really enjoy when companies can appreciate like Mexican culture, like other people's cultures, and try to like show their cultural appreciation for it. Mm-hmm. It's when they try to capitalize on it that's very obnoxious, because it's like, well, what are you doing for the Mexican community or whatever community you're ripping off?
You're just taking something.
Yeah. So that aspect of it, I really appreciate it. And when they like decorate for Dia de los Muertos and stuff, even though it's like a separate holiday, but it's nice to have that type of appreciation and acceptance. So to have a La Llorona maze and it be very just scary and accurate how you picture it in your mind, because even like the ladies like dressed in white and stuff, it was very terrifying. So all of us were already on high alert, and I'm first, right? Because I'm like, fuck you guys, I'm first. Like, I want to get scared, I want to go, and it was too scary. So then I get George's husband. I get George, who's behind me, and try to throw him in front of me.
You like slowly start moving back. No,
and he
take him
dead ass, and he's like, fuck you, bitch, and he's like,
he just sacrificed.
So I came out, I told Johnny, your husband ain't shit, girl. That really sucked. That was scary. That was my favorite. And then Halloween, they were all great, they were all really cool, but those two,
I've heard that La Llorona was like the top for a lot of people, which I, again, from the movie, I was like, I don't know, but I feel like
it was not based on the movie, right?
No,
I think it's just based on the
So those are the top 2. Any other fun horror nights things? Did you try any of the foods?
No.
She's like, I was there to get scared.
How dare you ask?
No, we got drunk and just, whatever was open.
As you do.
Yeah. It's more fun,
Yeah.
You just.
Do you guys do the tram?
Oh yeah, that was fun. The
Nope and the
Us. Yeah, that was so fun. It was like we were walking on the movie set. That was so cool. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I really it is very tiring because we're running a Halloween shop, so we're trying to, and it's our busiest time for work, so it's just like very work intensive, and then here you are walking, trying to have fun, but it's also very like, yeah, it's just a lot to mix in like the fun stuff with the work stuff. Because even the fun stuff, you're like walking a lot, you're tired, you're drunk, you're like, where the fuck am I?
Well, and a lot of us are trying to create like some social content because you want to share your experiences with people, so that becomes work. But you had one good tidbit in one of your stories. You're like, get the express.
Yeah.
And
oh my God, 100%.
So
like,
worth it.
We did everything in like 2.5 hours. And have you heard that TikTok sound? Like, get me away from these impoverished people or whatever. And you're just like passing by the line or whatever. Like, I felt Larry that. I was just like,
if you can,
if you can,
it's totally worth it.
Yeah, because sometimes those lines can get up to like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Even longer
sometimes. And it's like the mazes are really cool. But if you're waiting that long to get in there, like
it takes away from the experience.
Yeah, I feel like it takes away because you're just like,
that wasn't worth the wait.
Down,
no, and there's only so many hours that those events are open. So if you don't have it, you typically don't get to go through everything unless, I know sometimes they did the frequent fear pass where it's like a season pass. If you get that, you can take your time. But if you have one night and you can save up to do the express or the fast lane or whatever.
Yeah, I definitely think that's something you save your pennies for throughout the year to
I think it's like $189. So it's like, it's expensive, but it's
so worth it. Worth every penny.
It. Yeah, the express, because we had time to eat and chill and drink. I think we got there like at 8.
And wow.
Yeah, and that's what's also nice because I like sometimes like it opens and I'm like, we get there and we're like, it's not even dark out. You don't even feel the mood. And then once it gets dark, then you can start going through the mazes.
And also when we went was the media night and it was like 110 degrees out and I was like, California, knock it off. Like it was miserable. Now it's cool and enjoyable. So go now, get the express.
Yeah. Dude, I was in my sweater. I was chilling.
Screw you.
Nice
I was wearing a dress.
We were sweating.
Like nothing. And I was literally like dripping.
We were walking like this because it was so hot. It was
anytime there was a small breeze, we were just like...
airing our pits out. So sexy, we know. So you mentioned Nope. We have a couple more minutes before we jump to What's in the Coffin. But what recent horror movies? I've been dying to talk about Barbarian. If you have not seen Barbarian, run to see it. It is so good.
And try to go see it in the theater. I feel like it's even better. It is theater experience.
Wild. It's wild.
So
that's all I'll say. No spoilers.
I know. I don't want to spoil it. We'll talk about it more in the next episode because I just have so much to say.
Yeah. And
it's the Airbnb one, yeah?
Yeah.
And giving too much away?
No. I mean, we're at an Airbnb. It's basically like what. Hopefully, it's not what happens to us because that would be very unfortunate. And I feel like this place is too nice for anything.
I don't know. Like it just takes watch. You go through the fireplace and it goes into a tunnel down.
Let's stop. Okay. I'm not.
We're gonna stop. That's it.
We're staying here tonight. So
yeah,
she's like,
shut up.
She's like, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
Okay, so
it was haunted.
Notes on Nope. Did you guys like Nope?
I love Nope.
Me too.
So good.
This is going to be a love fest, a quick wrap up love fest.
Sorry. I like a lot of stuff, but I mean, I love Jordan Peele, anything. So like anything that comes out, like I remember when the first trailer played and the shot of the house where the text comes on and says from Jordan Peele. I was like, that's literally all I need to see.
I remember you talking about
it. Literally could just be the text coming on screen saying from Jordan Peele. And I'd be like, okay, that's all I need to see. I'm going to go see it. 10 out of 10. I'm going to go see it. Like, no problem. Multiple times, probably.
I feel like it's been enough time, too, to kind of talk about
absolutely. Absolutely.
Nope, it's fair game. If you haven't,
earmuffs if you haven't seen it.
Fast forward or something.
Yeah, go to this time code.
Because I really liked... the element or the fascination of getting the money shot or the fascination with not living in the moment and just like, well, I need to get this shot or I need to get this video or whatever. And it's just very telling of time today. Like a lot of us don't enjoy like where we're at, the time where we're doing it's like, well, I need to shoot this and I need to get that.
Or you're enjoying it through the screen. Like you'll see people at things and they're watching the whole experience through the screen. Your eyes, like they're not doing what you're doing, holding it down here so you can experience it. They're experiencing it through the phone or through the iPad or through the whatever.
You gotta do,
Yeah.
Double enjoyment. Yeah. This is for you guys.
This is for me.
This is for me right here.
With my ojos.
Yeah, because it was just very telling of time today, and just also like all the like references to old like horror movies and King Kong and everything. Like it was just so cool. Like
layers on layers,
well thought out.
Yeah, I mean, but this Jordan Peele, he's so fucking smart.
I remember at the end we were in the theater and I looked over at Cameron and I was like, that was fucking weird. And I liked it. Like, it was just not from going into it. Same thing with like Barbarian. Going into it, I had such an idea of what I thought it was going to be. And normally I'm not like that. But for some reason with both of those, I was like, oh, I know where this is going. And I was completely wrong. I mean, for the most part, Nope, I feel like there was a lot of things that I saw coming, but there was still so many that I didn't. And with friends, I remember afterwards, like, talking about it a lot. And when I walk away from something and I'm like, oh my God, what did you think about this? And there's the conversation, like, that's a big plus in my book.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't get was like them getting eaten by the butthole. Like, did you get that? What, I'm wrong? Yeah, no. He's laughing because he knows I'm right. Isn't that what it looked like?
It just like a butthole. I think
how it.
What was that?
My only stipulation is I felt like that was shown too much to me. I was like, we get it.
Too much butthole.
Too much butthole. Like, we don't. The probing the buttholes. Like, we're there. We don't need to see it that much. Like, we understand where you're going with it. But that's how it like got its.
Yeah, it sucked
him
everything
up
up
his
in
butt.
it. Like,
yeah.
I said ate his food.
Yeah.
I thought she just said anus food.
No, ate his food, comer. Not anus food.
Actually, either one works.
Anus food.
Anus food.
So last one I want to talk about is Black Phone, and then we're gonna move on.
Oh, Black
Yes,
Phone.
So good.
So
good.
Little Finny. So good.
And then, like, not to be that person, but it's just nice when you see people of color on screen, you know, because it's just, and he was like a little baddie, and he had like a Cheech and Chong shirt too,
he was
right?
so good.
And he was so cute, and it was just like, he was just such a good friend, and it was just, I just really enjoyed his character, and just, it's just representation.
You're talking about his friend,
matters.
not Finny.
Yeah.
Finny's friend.
No,
Yes,
Finny was awesome.
Finny
too.
was great. Yeah,
and it was really interesting too, like the different types of boys that he would snatch.
Yeah,
and
so many different types. Like, I mean, it was great representation of just showing like everyone was fair game. I mean, as long as they were a boy, they were fair game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because there's only
Anyone
into
can be
little
diddled,
boys.
He's a fucking creep.
What did he diddle them?
I mean, okay, he played a game called Naughty Boy,
Naughty Boy.
where
We
he
talked
had
about
no
this.
shirt on.
Yes,
what do
he
you think
diddled
that
them.
means?
Didn't you ask
Do you
this?
think
Matt asked this question. He was like, "But did they diddle them?" He said, "Did they diddle?" And we said, "Naughty Boy."
to.
Not
There's
that I
no
needed
way.
to see it. We don't need to see.
I don't
that
need to
stuff.
see
No,
it.
but you
we
wanna-
didn't see it in the Lovely Bones either, right? It was just like alluded.
Yes, but you also
I think so, yeah.
You want it to me. I was like, yeah, that's why we hate him, right? Because he wasn't just locking them in his basement to feed them eggs and Sprite.
Yeah.
Like, there was something else going on.
A well-balanced breakfast, eggs and Sprite.
I mean, I love eggs and Sprite just like the next kid. But, you know, I don't want to be locked in the basement.
if it means eggs and Sprite.
Also, who the fuck eats eggs and Sprite?
Some commenter right now, fuck you, bitch. I
That's
do.
what I
and
eat.
it's delicious.
I mean, I'm not knocking it. I love Sprite and eggs.
Pero
I just
juntos
never.
como que like,
But together, I don't know.
nah.
But yeah, he was for sure. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
There's no way he wasn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Naughty Boy,
Naughty Boy,
and
and
no
then
shirt on.
with the dad bod and with the belt.
dad
like,
bod.
Yo, I
the
was
belt.
into that shit. I was like, hit me next, bro. That was Ethan
You're like,
Hawke was
naughty
fine as
boy.
hell in that movie, dude. When that
You're
came
like,
out,
let's play Naughty Boy.
I was like, can we play Naughty Girl next? Delicious.
And with that, we're moving on to the next segment, which is What's in the Coffin. All right, so we are back. Are you ready for What's in the Coffin?
Are you ready to face?
There is a lint right here. Something. Yeah, I mean, I'm a little scared because I watched the show. You guys are fucked up.
So I usually am the one that does mean things, but I feel like I've been pretty good.
I think I amped up a little bit this time, but I don't know.
Okay, so you're ready, right?
Yeah, just
Hold on.
stick my hand in there.
Bum-ba-da-bum. Bum-ba-da-bum.
Everyone at home is going, ooh.
Okay, whenever you're ready. 2 hands.
Oh.
Or, I mean, I feel like you should get both in there.
Ooh.
Tell us how you feel.
Ooh, it's cold chicken salad.
Cold chicken salad. Nope.
It tastes.
It tastes. What does it taste like?
It's ¿qué es esto? It's
Tell us.
It's like cabbage or like it's like oh, I know what this is. This is I can smell it now.
That's
It's-
cheating, but okay.
Oh, I'm not allowed to smell it.
Oh, you can use your senses.
What am I supposed to turn off my nose or something?
You just can't use your eyeballs.
This is Oh my God. I don't know my fruits and vegetables. This is so embarrassing. This is, it's, I can smell it.
What's it smell like?
This feels like a tendon. What is this? Like a ligament?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like,
but it's not in the poultry family.
Oh, it's not chicken?
No, you said a fruits and vegetables.
Oh yeah, that part. Wait, what is this?
Whoa.
What is?
That is
Dude, I can smell it. I know what this is. I don't know my fruits and
What does
vegetables.
it smell? Can I smell it?
Crazy with that.
Oh, I can smell
Oh,
it.
sorry.
Do you need a hint?
I miss Jose. What?
You need a hint?
No. I know this,
I'm
man.
gonna waft it to you.
What do you think?
Yeah, give me a hint.
It's no hints.
Oh,
No
no hints.
hints.
Oh, but I could smell
What
it.
does it remind you of?
Like fruits and vegetables.
Well, what kind of fruits and vegetables?
Like rotted ones.
It was sitting out for a while, so it might be a little
It's orange.
orange.
Orange. That's not gonna help me.
It's a fruit or vegetable that's orange.
Oh, it's is this pumpkin?
Yeah.
Pumpkin guts?
Yeah, pumpkin guts.
Oh, that's what Jose calls me.
Pumpkin
No, can you imagine? That's what
I was like,
no,
wow,
don't call me that.
romantic.
Okay, I'm gonna get the next one. Do you you want a napkin or you want to just stay in there?
Oh no, everyone can see my broken nail. Oh well.
Just say it went in the bowl.
Like a chicken sesame.
So the next item is in the coffin. This requires a little bit of maneuvering. So once you find it with your hands, you'll feel it. And then you're going to have to, you're close, you got to go. Here, I'm going to help you. There you go. And now it's, you might have to open it.
Oh, she went straight for it.
Oh. 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 What?
Tell us how you're feeling.
Describe your thoughts and
It's
feelings.
like what is this? It's
You
like,
tell us.
why was it in like white packaging? I just thought it was white because
Because you cheated.
because
Yeah,
I
'cause
pulled
you're
it out
cheating.
for like a second,
Oh, okay.
but because I was trying to open it. What is?
Girl, you're making a mess.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. What does it feel like?
Like I thought it was ground beef, but it's just too like
That's
it's
good.
too
Yeah.
hard.
Okay.
Chocolate. Is chocolate? Is it chocolate?
No, but I feel like we could
Yeah.
we could give that to you.
Yeah, I feel like you've hinted. Yeah.
Rice Krispie.
Oh, there
Ding,
you
ding,
go.
ding. So it's actually a fake package of ground beef, but it's a real Rice Krispie. Well, it's a Rice Krispie. Oh, okay, hold on. You could take your hands out. It was
Oh my god, it looks even more like.
yeah, it looks real gross now.
Yeah, I saw like this much.
Yeah.
So I saw white, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I
didn't think you were gonna get that one that fast. I
something.
was like, because it has no.
No, it's because bitch, I fuck with Rice Krispies really hard.
you know.
Like I
You know.
eat them. As soon as I smelled it, I said, "Marshmallow goodness."
You can smell that?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you can totally smell it. Okay, last one. You're good at this game.
But I thought the white packaging, I was like, "Oh, for sure, it's
I know,
ground
she's
beef."
giving me a run for my money.
See, and that was a diversion. Call that a diversion.
Oh.
Okay, go for it.
Last one.
Careful.
Whoa.
Oh, this one's gonna be rough if it falls out.
Yeah, don't.
This is cereal.
Dang it.
This is
Okay.
hold on. Let me guess what kind of cereal.
She has to let her take one out, not look at it, and eat it, and see if she can guess.
Captain Crunch.
No.
Take one out, eat it.
Take one out.
Just don't look at it.
Take one out, eat it. Don't look at it. Oh, I missed it.
I just snorted.
This is this name brand. This name brand cereal. Oh, there's marshmallows. Hold on. This Lucky. This isn't Captain Crunch. Are you sure?
No.
Oh, maybe Lucky Charms. No. Oh.
Close.
Oh.
It's in the
Fruit-
Lucky Charms family.
Fruit Loops.
No.
This is a
Oh, they do.
this is a seasonal cereal. This is a spooky cereal bought at Target.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which one?
I haven't eaten the spooky ones yet.
Oh, that's why she's an 8 out of 10.
I bought them.
Oh, I always buy them too.
This is the Hocus Pocus 2 cereal.
Wait, can I just? Why are your eyes closed?
Oh, I don't know. This is Captain Crunch. This is the berry. Oh, this blueberry?
Is it Frankenberry? Frankenberry. Blueberry's blue. Okay, you win, but also,
okay, not to be a dick or anything, but you guys need to try this one. Try the Frankenberry and then go eat the Captain Crunch fruit berry. Tell me it's not the same.
Oh, really? Is it General Mills, both of them? Yeah. Probably. Also, the fact that you were just chowing down, I just put water in there because there's no milk. Is it good with water?
Tastes good to me.
I don't think I've ever had
for some reason, even though it's probably not bad, but just the idea of water touching it makes me
Mitch.
No, don't. I don't want to.
Try
it's actually really good. I feel like it tastes better because you just taste the cereal.
Yeah.
I like the marshmallows.
But the water's not bad. Just saying.
Is this a new life hack?
Not that I would choose to have cereal with water.
Lactose or something.
And you have a sad life.
And you don't like soy milk or oat milk?
Aw, poor Lawrence.
Aw, Lawrence.
So I would give you 4 to 5 stars on that. That was
good.
Really?
Yeah.
Usually I'm good at guessing, but you're...
Well, it was all food, so my fat ass was like, I got this.
AJ knows though. AJ's she'll look across the room at the wall and she's like, something was there before. I know what this is, and she just guesses it.
I use Sherlock Holmes style investigating to figure out what it is.
So when you come back, we have to make this more difficult for you.
Yeah.
But well done.
Not
Good job.
food.
Good work.
Not food. Not food next time. Well, that was a fun-filled episode. We hit the quota for crackhead mentions in one episode, which is great.
It's not my fault. I have a lot of crackheads in my life.
In the world. They're everywhere.
Or the world.
We unveiled a lot of things in What's in the Coffin. That was also fun.
That was also fun.
But you have some... Sure. She's you didn't tell me about that part.
That's a skippable moment. Don't watch that part. But don't skip this part because you have something fun to share.
Yeah. So if you stuck around this long, surprise! We're giving away $500 mystery prize from my website.
Tell them about your website.
So I have a Halloween shop where I sell apparel and accessories, and we just started a home line, and we're going to do a giveaway for all of you listening and watching. The rules are very simple. You just have to follow our socials and leave a comment on this YouTube video. If you are not watching us on YouTube but are listening to us on another form of podcast, you can comment on there.
As well as Instagram.
As well as Instagram.
The more comments you leave, we're going to be checking all the platforms. Yeah.
Which...
$500
stuff. That's a lot of good stuff.
Awesome.
You're going to want to do as many entries as you can.
And then we'll pick a random winner, and we will give them away $500 of Backstitch Bruja merch.
Exciting. Woo. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been so fun, and we'll do it again soon, yeah?
Yes.
You're going to come back?
Yeah.
We didn't scare you away?
Well, just wait till we go to Lizzie Borden.
She just says yes to all of the above. So, yes, you're coming back.
And then sometimes she shows up, and sometimes she doesn't.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm a Sagittarius. It's not fun.
I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you too.
Bye, guys. And don't forget to stay spooky.